fire team was created as a result of years of neglect around the fire during Mexico. I am sick and tired of all of the unsafe practices that occur every time we are in front of the fire. And it only takes one. It's always been my motto. It only takes one. It only takes one little freshman. Every year this happens too. You guys all know this. Every year this happens. There's always one freshman who decides to, get close to the fire. Oh, what's that? Fire? Yeah, it's fire, freshman. They stick their hand in there. Next thing you know, they're running cold water over it because their hand is scalding red. And then the next day, they can't even hold a hammer. How are we supposed to build houses? How are we supposed to build houses if some freshman, burnt hand and all, tries to hammer? He can't even hammer. I mean, how can we do that? You're down one, before you know you're down 30. Trying to build 5 houses, you end up building like 4. 2. 1. It only takes one. It only takes one.
Alright, hypothetical situation. There's a house, it's on fire, everyone's trapped inside, in the middle, fire all around, they're surrounded, they don't know what to do. We don't even get a call, we just show up, out of nowhere, we just show up there, bust through the door, run through the fire, pick them all up over our heads, scream and run out. We save their lives. That's what the fire team does. And it only takes one.
Well, our mornings start early because there's always that early bird that tries to get up and be the one to light the fire. So, we got to teach them that that's just not okay, They don't know what they're doing. We've been through years of training, years of, hands-on exercises. Stevie's taught us pretty much everything there is to know about fire. And we're the ones that have to get up and we get up at like 3 in the morning, honestly. Because there's always that guy. He always wakes up. He's going to the bathrooms out there trying to, and he wakes up and says, I might as well start the fire, make it warm for everyone. No. So, we're always constantly patrolling out there, just waiting. And then we get out there, slap his wrists, tell him to go back to the tents. And then, so we keep that up until about 6:30 when everyone starts waking up. And then we, safely pile up our logs in a most aerodynamic fashion that we can make. And then, get the fire blazing. It sounds bad when you describe it this way, but honestly, we don't even work. We just walk around. We just walk around all the sites constantly with about 8 or 9 canteens of water on us at all times, walking around, making sure nothing happens. Constantly spraying people and just the lumber that we build with, just to make sure, because it's dry out in Mexico. You never know what's gonna happen, and so that usually consists of the work day. At lunch, we usually try and sneak. Dave usually gets mad at us for doing this, but we usually try and sneak some fire team information into the little devotionals that they have to do. Like at the end, a little footnote, like it's not funny. Put the matches down or something, and then Let me give you a hypothetical situation. You remember little Johnny Freshman? Yeah, little Johnny Freshman, burnt hand. With the hammer, remember he can't even hammer? Let's say this guy, little Johnny Freshman, decides to bring matches to the work site. Yeah, fire hazard. Violation code 1.8, article B. Let's say little Johnny Freshman brings matches, okay? Let's say on accident, he trips and falls, somehow the match gets lit. Gets lit on accident, okay? And it drops down, let's say he's working on the roof, and it drops down, if you look closely, if it drops down, catches the drapes on fire, bam, fire. Who's gonna stop the fire is my question. Who's gonna stop the fire? I have an answer for you. You know who's gonna stop the fire? I am. I'm gonna stop the fire. The fire team is gonna stop the fire. We don't even need to get a call. We're there. We are there.
why would you say that the fire team is important in the Mexico campground? Why would? Do you have any important first week anecdotes to tell us about anything? What would you say your scariest moment on the job was? Why are you in the fire team?
I'm sorry, what was your first question?
Why is the fire team important on the Mexico campground?
Guys, it only takes one little freshman getting too close to the fire, burning his hand to ruin the whole trip. Imagine, if your right hand gets burned, you're not going to be able to hammer.
I'm left-handed.
If you're left-handed and your left hand gets burned, your whole trip is ruined because nobody was there to enforce the rules. The fire team is safety in the fire. The end.